When we first learned about Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in grammar school, we were first made aware of that wonderful English word confluence, where the Allegheny River flows together with the Monongahela River to form the majestic Ohio. Because of that confluence, Pittsburgh became one of our industrial giants, with great deposits of soft coal producing much of the nation's steel. They don't burn as much soft coal or make as much steel here anymore, but one of their natural resources is still produced in abundance: top-rate quarterbacks. Pittsburgh and its surrounding valleys have given the game John Lujack, Joe Namath, John Unitas. Today, it can claim as native sons the leading quarterback in the Canadian Football League, Tom Clements, the two leading quarterbacks in the United States Football League, Chuck Fusina and Jim Kelly, and of course the two outstanding quarterbacks in the National Football League, Joe Montana and Dan Marino. Pittsburgh, a city of soft coal and hard quarterbacks.
I always looked at Joe, the things that he could do when he was a child, and you could watch him growing up and the things that he could do with the ball.
Well, when he was pretty young, I think, like I recall the first thing he said, he seen a light bulb and he called it a ball. And that was constantly on his mind, playing ball.
Both boys were all-around athletes. Montana could have had a basketball scholarship at North Carolina, and Marino was offered a baseball contract with Kansas City. Both had the solid support of their fathers.
Well, we started out at an early age and started working on different things, fundamentals and drills that we would work with in basketball, football, and baseball.
And he was the one that was always out there throwing the ball with me, whether it be football or trying to play one-on-one with me and knocking me down if I got by him or something.
When I came home from work, he'd be waiting on me with the ball, and we spent a lot of time together.
And he never pushed me. He never said, hey, come on, I'm going to make you go out and catch 50 ground balls and throw 100 passes a day or something like that. He never did that sort of thing. It was always, if I wanted to do it, then he would be there for me to help me do it.
Dan Marino Sr. drives a delivery truck for the Pittsburgh Press and Post-Gazette. And Dan Jr. grew up in this middle-class neighborhood in the Oakland section of Pittsburgh, within walking distance of his high school, Central Catholic, and his university, Pittsburgh. Monongahela, Pennsylvania, is Joe Montana's hometown. Its main street is typical of all small towns, with its shops and social clubs. It is presently feeling the loss of 7,000 jobs at a nearby factory, but Joe grew up happily and comfortable in this house on Park Avenue. Joe's father and mother work in the office of a financial firm, and Joe's father was so dedicated to his son's future that he once considered changing jobs.
I went for an interview for a job one time, and I told the guy, he said, why do you want to move? I said, well, we had a few problems in school with one of the coaches, and we felt that we want to move to a different environment. And he said, well, why? I said, well, I think Joe is going to play in the pros one of these days, and the way things are going now, he's not going to get that opportunity to do it, and that's the reason why I wanted to move.
One reason Western Pennsylvania produces so many good football players is the intensity of their high school programs. Chuck Abramski was Joe Montana's high school coach.
I think the reason is we're very, very competitive. It was a steel town. It was a town where you had to work for a living, and I think sports was an outlet. It was everything to us. We didn't have money back then, and it's the environment here, and it's never changed.
But above the work ethic is the strong family units that the Polish, Irish, and Italian descendants have established. Dan Marino's high school coach was Rich Ederle.
Everything that Danny did was done in a family atmosphere. He's from a Polish, Italian family, and it was kind of an ethnic atmosphere. Decisions are made around the coffee table in the living room.
Not only Danny, but I think all three of our children, if they're thinking about doing something, they seek our advice.
We both raised them from the time they were little. No matter what problem you have, big or small, don't ever be afraid to come to us and talk to us about it.
Both Marino and Montana are gone now, gone to fancier cities with different climates and different lifestyles. But while they're away, their families can watch their exploits, thanks to these satellite dishes in their backyards, gifts from their grateful sons. This steel mill is closed, as many are in the Pittsburgh area, and a lot of people have written off towns like Pittsburgh and moved to the Sun Belt and the warmth of our new technology. But for those who have stayed behind, life goes on, based on the same old values. Values which have produced some remarkable individuals. Two of those individuals, two boys from this neighborhood, will clash on an alien field in California, products of an environment which, despite economic difficulties, remains vital and healthy.
If I thought that no one cared about the things I do in life, well, I'd still care about working hard and making it turn out right. And so I'm reaching out in everything I do. I'm going for the best, and my best is coming through.